Hello and welcome to episode 19 of Today's Complaints. My name is Brad and I'll be your host. I changed my mind, decided not to do 2 episodes in a row with the same name, and then changed it back because I realized I can go out into the hottest weather I've been in and record it as it happens, record my reaction. So I do know what 102 degree temperatures are like because I was in those yesterday and the day before. This is actually better than predicted. A week ago, they were forecasting 112 today. Yesterday, it was forecast to be 108, starting at 5 p.m. and lasting 3 hours. Instead, we're at 104 and it's peaked, and it should last 2 hours and then drop to 103 by 7 and so on. Then we'd be back into the mid 80s starting, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Tuesday might be 90. I'm just changing into my outdoor shoes. Okay, I'm ready to go out, but now it's almost 5:30. It's peaked at 104. I've never been in outdoor weather this hot. I'm gonna walk through the courtyard first, so it doesn't really count because then there's a garage. Then I'm going to be in the direct sunlight. I just talked to a friend of mine who said, it's like walking through an oven. She said, the wind actually just makes it worse. So, this is the courtyard. The wind actually feels kind of good. The garage is too hot, as usual, and now I just got a chill, and it's really, really hot out here. This reminds me, I worked in the 90s on a road construction crew, and we'd be out on a really hot day working right next to a big vat of some sort of plastic, like liquid, and the kind of thing you don't want to get too hot to, the kind of thing you don't want to get too close to. The heat is really getting to me already. I've only been out here a few seconds. But I want to stand in the direct heat and finish this. I'll be quick. I walked too close to that vat one time on a hot day, and I didn't touch it. I mean, I didn't accidentally, burn myself, but my entire body just went into chills like it's starting to do right now. Outside of your body is just really, really hot, and the inside is cold. Like, I'm actually shaking now from the chills. I probably shouldn't stay out here too long. So I think I'm gonna have to get used to this though. I think I'm not trying to be flippant. I think we're all just gonna have to adapt. In 2012, I read World on the Edge by Lester Brown, and he took 2 different predictions by other people. One that said civilization had until about 2030 before it basically collapsed due to rising temperatures. And the other one said, no, it's going to be 2020. So Lester Brown, in World on the Edge, wrote about all the things we as a planet need to do. We all need to work together and get this long list of things accomplished by 2020 to avoid a complete breakdown of civilization by 2030. So he wrote that in 2011. I read it in 2012 and thought, I just don't see that happening. I don't see everybody just keeping politics out of it and getting all on the same page and just doing all this stuff. So I kind of think we as a planet, the reason I say I don't mean to be flippant is a lot of people are going to die. And, I might be one of them. But I think we just have to live with the fact that the planet is getting hotter. And for example, I talked about in yesterday's episode, that one time I turned on the air conditioning in my car and then looked down at the dashboard to see that it was 57 degrees outside. That's how I am with heat. And so I'm just gonna have to take it as good news that starting about tomorrow, I think maybe tomorrow will be 90, but in a couple of days, we're gonna start having 2 weeks of 85 degree weather where the earth and the buildings and the people are all gonna get to cool down overnight. down into the low 60s and even into the 50s. That's so much better than this, where it's over 100 during the day and then doesn't drop below about 72 overnight. Nothing gets a chance to cool down. Well, I feel like I've actually put myself in danger. There's actually nobody right here that would see if I just dropped to the pavement right now. So I'm going inside. Thank you for watching me suffer. It's better than suffering alone. And I hope you're all figuring out how to stay cool or get cool. And I'll talk to you again soon.